Welcome to 21 Days of Prayer, Sunday edition. If you looked in the journal for today, you're instructed to worship and to rest. So for the next few minutes, let's talk about that. A few weeks ago, I was at a middle school game and I enjoyed the game. The kids played great. It was lots of fun, all the excitement that you'd find at a game like that. But there was this part of me that just wanted to get in the game. I don't know about you, but I'm the type of person that when the game is on the line, I want the ball. I don't want to sit on the bench hoping that my teammates pull it off. I want to be in the middle of all the action. I want to get where we need to get, and I want to get us there. I want to go where we want to be, and I want to make it happen. I want to drive. I want to be in control. I don't want to wait for someone else to figure it out. Unfortunately, that often puts me at odds with how God works. All throughout the Bible, we see heroes of the faith, people like Abraham and Sarah. They had to wait 25 years for the promise of a child to be fulfilled, and they didn't exactly make things better when they tried to solve it themselves. 400 years, Israelites sat in slavery, waiting for someone to rescue them. So God sends Moses, but Moses had to wait 40 years to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. And then there's David. David was a guy who was anointed king while there was another king. The other king, of course, didn't like him, so he tried to kill him. And the other king wasn't really good. He was kind of a bad guy. In fact, he was a little bit crazy. And yet he waits 15 years for God to fulfill that dream. At the end of his life, David writes this psalm, Psalm 37. It's a master literary work. It's an acrostic in Hebrew with so much imagery and symbolism, and it's meant to be put to song. It's written as a wisdom poem, and it's meant to remind the reader of his place in God's creation. This is what he writes. Don't worry about the wicked, or envy those who do wrong. For like grass, they will soon fade away. Like spring flowers, they soon wither. Trust in the Lord and do good. Then you will live safely in a land and prosper. In the Old Testament, whenever it says the land, it's used to symbolize the presence and the blessings of God. This is because the nation of Israel was God's nation, and the promise that they had was that they would live in a land filled with milk and honey. So take delight in the Lord, and He will give you your heart's desires. Commit everything you do to the Lord. Trust Him, and He will help you. He will make your innocence radiate like the dawn, and the justice of your cause will shine like the noonday sun. Now we know this. We know that we need to focus on trusting and obeying, and God will take care of the rest. And we know that He's going to do it. But then we look at verse 7. Be still in the presence of the Lord, and wait patiently for Him to act. Now, I think I'm pretty good at trusting God sometimes, but I don't know about that part. When I think about trusting God, I think usually I'm thinking about how I'm the one taking the shot and I'm trusting Him to help it go in. But maybe it's more like I'm on the bench and I'm watching Him, and I just have to trust that He's going to do the work that I can't. In fact, I was at this middle school game and I completely forgot the whole reason that I was there. I didn't really know many people on the team at all. I wasn't there for that. I came with my family. One of my kids had a friend and I was there to spend time with them. I got so caught up in the action and engrossed in what was going on in front of me that I missed what was right next to me the whole time. I think sometimes we get so caught up in where we need to go, the projects that we need to finish, the direction that we need to take our business, the future that we need to create for our kids, that we miss the fact that God is working around us right now. I believe God has placed you right where He wants you to be. Even though circumstances may not be great, even though the situation may not be, He is working all around you. And if you will just shift your eyes, shift your focus from the things that you think you need to accomplish to the place where He has set you, you will begin to see all that He's doing around you right now. I told you we're going to talk about worship and rest. This is it. I think one of the most spiritual things you can do is say, God, here's the ball. will you rest while you wait for Him to act?